Hey you guys, welcome back to Angel Angela, and on this topic, I basically wanted to talk about how the narcissist men and women, they need to move quickly. Like, they need the control real quickly from you. And I say this because once you've dated a narcissist, like, dating is not easy anymore, because you realize you got boundaries, you realize that you have value, and you realize that you dealt with someone who saw no value. They saw no value in you, but at the same time, they knew your value, but they tried to make it seem like there was no value. Like I didn't get nothing from it. Or all relationships come to an end. No one stays together, so what's the point on getting married, right? Like, they try to turn everything that is sacred into something that's like perversion. Like, the narcissist, this is like a perverted ass person who like when you think about, being taught not to like get in cars with predators, and they're offering you candy to get in because they want something. That's how the narcissist mentality works. They're only going to love bomb you. They're only going to be nice to you, do things for you, and have that nice version of them, the nice version that you want them to be all the time. They're only going to give you that because they're either getting something or they want something from you. That's why I say, like, the narcissist, they usually have to work quickly. When you're young and naive, they can work quickly because you could be at a party, or you could be at a bar, or you could be with your friends, and you don't even know your own value, and you'll sleep with the guy on the first night or the first week that you just met them. You'll move in with him, they'll move in with you. Like, shit will go so quickly. As quickly as you let it, as quickly as much supply that you got, that's how quickly they'll try to get you. Even impregnate you if they feel like they're not going to get nothing better. They're selling you a dream, that's how quickly they'll try to get you. Especially, like I said, especially when you're younger. And that's what I realized. When you're young, naive, this is how I was fooled. I was tricked myself. And then once you get fooled and tricked yourself, and now you mature enough to where now you know what you want, now you know who you are, they'll say, oh, you're not young anymore, right? You're not that 20-year-old anymore. Like, you got a little bit of experience in the field. But when you're still kind of young, you're not all the way old. You're still young, but you're more mature now. Now you're at that age where now you know what you want. Just like men don't know what they want. Men go through cycles too when they're young, and then they get older and they realize, like, no, I got value. Oh, if anything, I'm getting better with age. But they want you to think as a woman you're not getting better with age, right? They're like, oh, you fucked up. You got you a brokey narcissist. And because you made bad choices being with that brokey, now you want me to save you when I could really go and be with someone younger that I could control, manipulate, whatever the case is. Because not everyone gets out of narcissistic relationships with children, right? So children is something that a lot of people will say, oh, you got children, you ain't got no more value to you. And that's also another lie that narcissists try to tell you. Yes, you do lose value in a sense, because you got good men out here that they don't really, they don't want nothing to do with like exes and stuff, or they're triggered by exes and things like that, or they don't want that baggage of knowing, hey, there's someone that's out here that you're connected to forever. Just the thought of it is like, I don't want that in my brain. Then you got certain women that they don't communicate with the narcissist. They know the narcissist ain't shit. They move on with their life. They prioritize their children or their child. Sometimes they might have one child or some, and they get their shit together, and they realize the game that was pulled over them, that it happened so quickly, and they realized they might have had abandonment problems. No one showed them the love or the attention or the respect, or they didn't go through gentle parenting. They dealt with a lot of hate, a lot of a lot of projection from their parents. So you go seeking the wrong person. So you realize, that's not who I want to be. I don't want to be that type of parent, and I'm not going to be like that with my child. And you do all the right things. You're focused. You stop living for you. You're living for your child, right? If you're living for men and you have children on top of that, a man is not going to respect you. If he sees that you're just bringing him around your children like easily, right there and then, he's going to know, I can manipulate you quick. He already knows in his brain, I'm going to be able to manipulate you because you're trusting me around your kids. A narcissist will try to come around your family and your children right away. Oh, you got kids? Oh, let me meet them. Like, I'm good with kids. Oh, they want to set that, oh, your kids like me, look, because they're getting attention from the child, and the child might feel like they don't have a father, so they might be drawn to the narcissist without having those natural instincts that that's a predator. Or the child can also have that bad feeling like something's up with this dude, like something really going on with him. So I realized, that's how narcissists maneuver. And when I left that narcissistic relationship, I realized how quickly they came into my life and how quickly I felt like obligated to them. I felt like I had to worship them, like I had to, do everything to appease them. That part of a relationship was to submit to them, be submissive to them, and whatever the case is, right? Whatever the case is. But everything moves so quickly. Your feelings move so quickly. Your feelings are telling you, this is love at first sight. This is love. I know it's love. Hold on, you guys. So oh, shit. Oh, I have to park here or something. Shit is closed. Okay. So you're basically like, everything is moving quickly. You're getting these like you feel like this love at first sight. This is something you never felt before. You feel like they were meant for you, made for you. You want shit to work out in your mind. You're picturing the future. You're excited. You know what I'm saying? You're excited. That excitement that you feel, that excitement of wanting to be in love, like all that shit gets to you, and the narcissist is watching and seeing. They're saying, are you replying to my good morning text? Are you answering all my calls right on time? If I tell you to come over, are you going to come over? If I force myself over to your house, are you going to let me in? Are you going to let me fall asleep? Are you going to let me in your kitchen and cook food in your kitchen? What if I tell you I'm going to buy dinner for us and I'm going to cook for you? Are you going to allow me just to come in and cook for you? You know what I'm saying? Because you can look at it as a person who, especially if you're single, you can look at it like, oh, this person's going to buy food and they want to cook for me and I don't have to cook for myself. You know what I'm saying? Like, it might feel like they're doing you a favor. Like, oh, I don't have to buy food tonight. I don't have to cook. This person going to do it all. But if you're smart, you're going to think to yourself, I don't give a damn about your cooking. I barely know you. I can cook for myself, and if I'm too tired to cook for myself, I can go buy my own food. I know that you cook good, I know that you're Chef Boy RD. I know that, or if that's how you say it, but I know that you're Chef Ramsay up in here. You know what I'm saying? I know how you salt bay and shit. You know what I'm saying? I know you know all the recipes. You've been watching YouTube all day. You know what I'm saying? You've been learning how to cook shit like you at a 5-star restaurant. You know how to cook these steaks medium rare or medium. And you like to use certain words and certain tools when you're cooking that I don't cook. You know what I mean? It's like the male narcissist will become more good at the things that you're supposed to be doing, at least in your mind as a woman, right? In your mind, you feel like, oh, this part of being a woman, like providing, feeding, right? Because that's what we do. We nourish, just like when we have children and we breastfeed, right? So we know something is up with this person, right? Everybody got like hobbies and shit like that, and shit that they're into, but you'll see that when you're dealing with narcissist people, they're moving real quickly. Like, they want to be all up in your shit. They want to know what you got, who you live with, you got your own place. They're concerned about all these things because they're making their moves, they're making their plans. And you could be concerned about these things too, right? Because it's normal to ask people these questions. That's part of the game, is that the questions the narcissist is asking you is like basic questions that you would probably ask them. But the thing about it is that once they put their foot in the door, they feel like they're already in, and they'll start, you're like, hey, don't come in. I know you put your foot on the door, but I'm not allowing you in all the way. Like, you can't force yourself in. And they're kind of like, let me get in there, bitch. Like, stop playing with me. They're taking it to another level. They're opening the door, because to them, it's like, why did you trust me enough to even open the fucking door? You should have looked at the blinds. You should have opened up the blinds before you opened the door. You should have looked at the cameras before you even opened the door. You should have asked, who am I, and interrogated me, who sent you, before you even open the door, so that I could put my foot in. Because now what I'm going to start doing is I'm going to start squeezing my ass in. Squeezing myself into your house, squeezing myself into your bed, because I don't want to give you any type of commitment, because I'm a pervert. It's perversion, sex addiction. You realize that it's like a real sickness. It's like a sex addiction, and I'm gonna say it's a sex addiction. And when it comes to the women, the narcissist, the Jezebel spirit, is two different entities, but they work the same. They know that sex can be used as a tool because it's a form of connecting and it's a form of love, but they have turned it into some perversion shit based off of porn and, like, the society, especially American society. Like, this is why a lot of people who are cultural people, they don't believe in stepping into like American society and how Americans do shit, and they don't respect Americans because they're like, Americans are like prostitutes because they're just sleeping around doing shit. Men and women are just doing shit, giving themselves up for free. And we don't do that over here. Like, we preserve the women to be virgins before even getting married. We make sure that you're going to be well taken care of as a male and a woman. Like, we're going to make sure the man has a steady job. We're going to work together as brotherhood. The women, we're going to make sure that the women are straight. You know what I'm saying? So this is why you'll find there's narcissism all over in different types of ways. But like, our culture, like American culture, is really jacked up because we live in a culture where it's fast paced, just like fast food. So what you'll notice with narcissists is that they treat women and men like fast food. As soon as they get with you, or they're attracted to you, or they feel like there's something that they want, or they feel like you're a good target that they can use to get what they want, they maneuver so quickly. And they feel like everyone is stupid and everyone is dumb, because the reality is that Americans have been dumbed down a lot. So they feel like most people are dumb. And when you're young, you definitely don't know what's going on. Even if you think you have an idea of what's going on, you don't know how quickly a narcissist can wrap you up into their web of lies. But they maneuver real quickly. And if the charm doesn't work, right? So if you're dealing with a narcissist that's attractive, he's gonna feel like, bitch, I'm the prize, I'm attractive. A lot of women would want to be with me, but I'm here with you. It's not about looks with me. It's not about looks, it's about supply. And you're the perfect supply. You can worship me because I'm more attractive. That's how they're looking at it. I'm attractive. But I'm with you. I could get a better, a Jezebel spirit, but I'm with you because I don't want to compete with her. I can control you. You can give me supply, energy, sex. I can manipulate you. And I could sit here and tell you it's not about how you look. It's not about this. It's not about that. But that's what they're trying to use. And that shit don't work on everybody. Like when you wide awake and you realize looks don't mean shit, that shit don't work on you as a man. A Jezebel can't get you. And as a woman, a narcissist can't get you because of their looks. If anything, you're like, I ain't looking for no one that attractive because I already know it's going to come with problems. Like, because you could play innocent with me and I could fall for the charm, for your face, for who you are, but it could be all a facade, right? And I'm not saying all people that are attractive are fucked up, but they don't experience certain traumas that a typical person can relate to. Their trauma is more like, oh, people are jealous of me, people, because I'm beautiful, because I'm this, because I got more money than them, because I get more opportunities than them. They're jealous. I get a lot of hate. But when someone is not attractive or to certain societal standards, you get the same type of hate that person gets, but you get it worse because not only are you getting it from people that's mediocre in those people's eyes, but you're also getting it from people like them who think that you're jealous of them when you're just trying to survive, and you're not even jealous of them, but it's all in their head, and you know it's all in their head. So, and you know what it feels like. You're like, damn bitch, it's all in your head, but it's not in your head because it is a real thing, but you don't really realize that like regular people got a different type of hate that you're not getting. And even when you think that people are jealous of you, it's like, I'm not jealous of you, right? So it's like you see that they don't have boundaries, they can't put themselves in your shoes and other people's shoes. And that's just from my experience, because I went through an ugly duckling stage when I was younger. So you know what I'm saying? So I understand a lot of what I say, because I know how it is when people treat you one way and then you glow up and then they treat you a whole different way. If anything, they start like, they want to get close to you and they want to do stuff for you, and you don't even got to ask them for nothing. They just start doing nice shit for you, and you're like, damn, I wasn't getting that type of treatment back in the day. You know what I'm saying? So you get to see all of everything, and the beauty in people and the ugliness in people, and you learn to understand what beauty is and what ugly is. And ugly is narcissism, right? People who are just can't put themselves in other people's shoes. That shit ugly as hell, right? So that's how the narcissist works. They move in real quickly. Then it's like you could be dealing with a narcissist that's not attractive, but he knows that he's not attractive, so he feels like the only thing I got is my charm. If I could put the charm on you and make it, if I put the charm on you good enough, you can start looking at me like I'm beautiful. Like you won't even care that in the beginning you thought I was ugly, but my charm, my game is so good that now you're gonna view me as beautiful on the inside. And that's gonna fuck you up, because you're gonna think to yourself like, I wasn't really into this person, but they're beautiful on the inside. And then there's all these red flags that they keep showing you. They're obsessing over you, they're doing certain things. It's like very fairy tale with it. It's like not really the real world. It's like they're trying to pull you away from your reality, from the real world, and they want you to go into a fantasy world. And you're kind of like, I love the fantasy world, but I can't just go into the fucking fantasy world with you, motherfucker. Like, I'm scared. Like, I can't just go into that fantasy. And they're like, why not? You only live once. Like, let's go. You know what I'm saying? You're like, nah, something's up. And they're like, nothing's up. It's just that then they start gaslighting you, and they're like, no, it's just you've been in toxic relationships. Maybe your ex was bad. You know, they start saying shit. So it'll be like, oh, this person, how do they know? And that'll make you move fast with them. And the whole time you're dealing with a whole ugly ass troll who's pretending, who's fooling you into thinking that he's a prince, but he's a fucking frog. A frog. A frog. A fraud. A frog. A fraud. Fraudulent ass frog. Okay. And then you're like, damn, I remember in the beginning, I didn't even really like him. I wasn't even attracted to him. I even thought he was a little weird. I even was like, he kind of weird looking. You know what I'm saying? But he got me to like him, feel him, because sometimes that's how you feel about the narcissist, right? And that's how they feel about you, because they're so narcissistic that they don't even see even if they're ugly on the outside, they don't even see how ugly they are on the outside. So they really believe. And it's like, you don't feel like, you don't use the term ugly on the outside because you don't feel like people are ugly. You feel like how they behave is ugly. But the narcissist is like, they're so delusional that they're like, I got that good ass game that I make myself look beautiful. And they'll be looking at you like you're not beautiful, right? They'll be looking at you like it's almost like they don't even see how they look. So they're looking at you and they're like, oh, you're not even all that. They're picking at your imperfections. And the whole time you start being insecure when in reality you weren't even attracted to them to begin with. But now they've picked at your every like insecurity that it got you really thinking like something's up with you, right? You like, oh, something's up with me, but it was really them the whole time, and really you weren't really attracted to them. And then when you tell them like, I wasn't really attracted to you when I met you, like, who do you think you are? And they're like, I'm a narcissist. Well, what the fuck do you think I am? A lot of bitches fall for my shit. I got bitches that's better looking. I've been with women better looking than you, and you looking at a whole ugly troll wondering why the fuck you fall for this person, and they're so ugly on the inside just as much as they are on the outside, but they really are so delusional. Because and it's not that they're delusional, because like I said, you could be someone who's not attractive, but on the inside, if you're beautiful on the inside, it'll kind of like radiate around you, and you'll light up the room where it's like, I like this person, they're real, like it don't got nothing to do, I like this person and it don't got nothing to do with looks, right? And you can really fall in love with people like that, right? And as a woman, you know, hey, I could go if I find me a guy that's really a good guy and he not that attractive, and he could be short, bald, with a bald patch in the middle, I wouldn't really care, as long as he's a really nice, good, respectful person, you know, with good morals. But what the narcissist will get you to believe is that they are that nice guy while looking like a troll, and then you'll be fooled by them too. So it could be either they're attractive or not attractive. But what you can bet on both of these people is that they're gonna try to move quickly before you figure it out. Before you figure out, this motherfucker ain't worth my time, he ugly as shit, and he ugly on the inside, he got me fucked up, he gonna try to get you. If he's attractive, or she's attractive, she's gonna try to weaponize her attractiveness to make you think she's innocent, or he's I know I'm attractive and you think I'm supposed to be like this arrogant asshole, but I'm really not. I know I play around like I am, but I really am not. I just be playing. You know what I'm saying? They give you that attitude like, oh, I'm just playing. But they're not playing. They're not playing. They're serious. You know? So, what I learned is that when you're younger, you're easily able to be manipulated by these people, because you'll have friendships with them. You'll party with them, you're out living your life, you're like, oh, positive energy, and you don't know there's fucking danger around the corner, in every fucking corner. It's a fucking cemetery in these streets. There's a person that died in every fucking corner. You don't know what real life is like. You don't know that you're in a prison, and that you would better be careful who you have children with, because you'll be locked up, spiritually locked in with them for forever. You know what I'm saying? You don't know that your children can end up hating you for the choices you made, or for them not having a father or someone around, or for you not finding them someone to be what the person you had a child with was supposed to be, a provider, right? You don't know that your children can become narcissists. You don't know. This why this shit is serious. But people don't think it's serious. They sleep around. They're thinking about the now. They're thinking about the person that's selling them dreams. They're not thinking that this person is not God-fearing. They don't fear God. They don't believe in God. They don't believe in karma. But I know that I know that karma is real. Just the simple fact that when I left the narcissist relationship and I started dating again, God told me, be careful with this man, because yeah, he got money, he got nice cars, yeah, he got this big ass house, yeah, he's very respectful, he takes you out to dinner, shit like that, but something is off. Like, he's trying to move fast. He wants to get into your pants. He thinks that if he keeps taking you out, that's all he's really looking for. He's looking to get into your soul. So I wasn't allowing that. I was like, you know what? People base their relationships on sex, and that's not how you should base your relationships. That's perversion, right? Because when you leave the narcissist, you realize that you can sit there and cry and they will rape you. You could be crying and they'll just start having sex with you, and they like really get off the whole time you're crying. So you realize, like, no, it's like some perversion shit, right? So you feel like if somebody really like me, like I like them, they're not going to force me to do anything. Even if we both want to. Even if we like each other so much we want to. They're not going to just take off and walk away because I don't want to be intimate with them. Because if you like me for me, that's not going to be the only reason you're going to stick around. You're not going to make me feel like I got to make sure the sex is good to be with you, because guess what? We can get old as hell. You can have health problems. You might not be able to get your shit up, and I'm gonna have to deal with it. And I can't sit there and be like, oh, well, we based it around perversion, so I'm done with it, right? So you have to base your relationships on principalities. So what the narcissist does to move fast is the sex. When you're young, it's easier to get manipulated to have sex with someone. When you get older, you're not easily manipulated just by a couple of drinks, by a bottle of liquor, by fucking food, whatever tools they're using, because all they're doing is buying you like you're a prostitute. But if anything, to them, they're saving more money, and they'll say that they're not saving money because it takes more time. They're like, oh no, it takes more time, bitch, because you're going to want to talk about your feelings, where I could just go pay for this shit and I don't got to talk about no feelings. But the difference is that you're going to have to pay every time when you're dealing with someone. When they're dealing with you, they get even angry, because in their mind, it's like, I don't want to do all this talking. I don't want you interrogating me. I don't want you to question me, my family, my background. I don't want you to question my past. It's like, are you gonna give it up? Like, it's more like they're not connecting with you on a spiritual level, and you can feel that shit, and you can feel that the reason they don't want to get close to you is because they would feel guilty. So to them, it's like, if I don't even get close to you and you don't really question who I am, then I could get away. I can get away with what I'm doing because you don't know what the fuck going on. But once you know what the hell is going on, they won't want to stick around, especially as when you get older, you're like, I'm not going to sleep with you just because you're doing these things for me. Like, you know what I'm saying? Because that's all you're basing the relationship on. You're looking at it as an investment. So you're like willing to hear my problems. You want me to talk about my problems. You want me to talk about my past so that you can act like you're there for me. And then you really want to use those things to exploit me. And you feel like by investing in me, you'll be able to get more out of me and pimp me out and whore me out as a person. You use me as your personal prostitute instead of having to go and pay for it. So the narcissist is wondering, why won't women, when the type of women that sometimes they even want, that have class, who have boundaries, they're wondering, why can't women just have sex like how we do without having to want commitment or something involved? That's stupid. That's dumb. That's how a narcissist thinks. This is not how all men think. Because there's men out here that are good men who've been through shit, who understand shit, who have a connection with God, who understand the evils of this world and why you got to protect the people closest to you. So there's a difference, you know what I'm saying? But the narcissist, it's a lot of them. Just like it's a lot of narcissist women, it's a lot of narcissist men. So they know these things, and that's why they try to move real quick with you, because they know most people don't want to be alone in this prison. You know, it's like you could be in a cell by yourself, but if you got the opposite sex, it's like, hey, if you got the same sex and you're not attracted to the same sex, you're like, oh, I'm just in here with this person, I'd rather be by myself. You with the opposite sex and there's some type of attraction, then it will make that prison seem it'll feel more bearable. You know what I'm saying? So when the narcissist gets with people, it's applied to them. It makes their hell feel bearable. You know what I'm saying? But you're not thinking that this person can bring hell onto you and then move on to a new cellmate, and you're gonna be stuck in that cell either by yourself or with a fucking kid, right? So this is why I say they'll move in real quickly, because when you're young, like I said, you're easily able to be manipulated. When you start getting a little wisdom and you kind of know the game a little bit, what they try to do is they try to buy you, because now they know, they try to study you and they're like, oh, that shit don't work on her, so I'm gonna try to buy her. So they'll start even treating you like you're some type of prostitute, like you want to go out to dinner, like let's go out to dinner and then we can go to my house, or do you need your bills paid? They'll be more upfront with you, because they know, it's like when you're younger, they won't say these type of things to you. When you they know that you know a little bit and you know the game a little bit, now they're upfront. The narcissist is even bold, especially when you get older, they're bold. Right? You know how like your mom got that little friend, you like, oh, they not together, but mom's got a little friend. You know what I'm saying? Like, mom's got a little friend. He be paying her bills. He be giving her money. Mom's be going on dates with him, but they not really like in a committed relationship. You know what I'm saying? That's when you get older, that's how a narcissist will treat people. They'll look at it like, I don't want to get married. You know, I'm a narcissist, but I could pay for it. I could pay your bills. I could do certain things for you. They'll be more upfront about the exchange, right? When you're younger, they'll try to buy you like candy, like offer you things, candy, and then you're going to end up giving more of yourself to them without commitment, without true commitment. And if they give you commitment, they're looking to control you, or they have a plan, like they got something behind that plan. They're looking to even make you look crazy, take all the kids, put you on child support, if anything, because they feel like, hey, women do it to men all the time, I'm gonna do it to you. You know what I'm saying? And you're like, I didn't even know anything about this type of shit, because they got you real fast. They got you when you're young, or you don't really know what's going on. And they already got a past, and they're going to replay the past trauma that they went through. Maybe someone else put their ass on child support. Now they're going to do it to you. Or they've seen other people go through that, so they're like, I ain't going to let that shit happen to me. And they'll play real dirty, even get you locked up. You know what I'm saying? So everything can move real fast, to the point where the narcissist can destroy your life right away. It'll flash right before your eyes. So, you know, so as you get older, most narcissists, the way dating is, they'll say, oh, you know, you're older, and you'll be looking at them like, I ain't really that older, I just got a lot of game. Narcissists do not fuck with you or like you when you got game. And even if you got game, they don't really believe that you know the game. Like, they think you heard shit, you got bits and pieces. And then the more they're around you, they realize, no, you really lived this shit. And once they know you lived that shit and you ain't going for it, they'll disappear. Because they'll look at you like a pretty face, someone they might be attracted to. So they'll try to finesse you. But in their mind, they're not going to put as much effort as they would into someone younger, because they also know I might end up wasting my money and not getting my return back. Right? So they're like, oh, bitch, you ain't got no value, you this, you that, right? But you might look better than the younger supply that they're going for. It's just that you're not going for it. So a lot of narcissists who put women down because of their age or how much children they have or whatever the case, they're not judging people by who they are as a person. Just like they don't want people bringing up their past. A lot of men don't like people bringing up their past. You know, they want to bring up the women's past. You know what I'm saying? Acting like you can't evolve. Everyone can evolve. But that's what a narcissist will try to make it seem in order to exploit you, that you can't evolve and you're only there to be exploited, so that other narcissists can also think the same and they can also be like, you know what? Yeah, they're right. You're the perfect target. You're the perfect target, because all narcissists feel like these are the people that are the loneliest, the people with children, the people that got their own place, the people that, you know what I'm saying, don't got a support system, the people that are young and naive. They already know. Predators already know what type of targets to go after. So that's what you need to understand right there. And then you realize you're a target for no reason. You're a target sometimes just for being a woman and having what you got between your legs, because they ain't got that, and that's what they want. You know what I'm saying? You could be a target. You ain't even got to do nothing to these people. It's like someone standing in front of a store and they're trying to talk to you and you don't want to talk to them, or you tell them you're married or you're taken, and now they're like, oh, fuck you then, bitch, and they start disrespecting you, right? Because they're like, I can't get no supply from you. I thought I was good enough for you. I know I ain't got a car or I ain't got shit, but I'm more attractive to you, and you sit here acting like you more attractive to me, or you trying to act like I'm not that dude, when in my mind I am that dude. They move real quick, and some of them will disrespect you right away. Some of them, they won't disrespect you right away. They'll just go ghost on you, right? They'll just try to finesse you for as long as they can, and then they'll go ghost on you. Because they're like, oh, I'm going to be wasting my time, wasting my money. So you'll notice that dating like kind of sucks, because you'll notice that it's mostly like narcissists in the dating pool, and you'll feel like you wasted your time with a narcissist prior to dating. You wasted your time, and now, in a sense, you might feel like, damn, I waited too long. But at the same time, you also understand that, hey, don't nobody know who the fuck they're gonna be at that age. So for me to make a large commitment to someone at that age is ridiculous as well. So you realize it ain't really me who's the problem. It's these narcissists who want to target people that they can control. That's all it really is about. Because when you fall for someone or you like someone, whether you're, attractive to them or you're not, it don't really matter. This nigga tripping real quick. Why every time I make videos, weirdos come out of nowhere tripping out? He mad because I'm parked right here. He thinks this is parking lot, but it's literally no cars here. So I don't know what this dude problem is. Look at him drinking his goddamn beer. You see, narcissists are everywhere. He saw me. He been sitting here on that corner for a minute, and now he done came in front of my car yelling, because they'll hate you for no reason. They'll hate you for no reason. They're like, oh, you in your car? What the hell are you doing in your car? Are you spying on me? I'm not even paying attention to you. You paying attention to me. Is this your parking lot? This ain't even your parking lot. Why are you here? You just mad. They be sitting here mad, circling the car like some demon childs and shit. He done walked to the other corner mad as hell, like, oh, you made me walk to the other corner because I'm paranoid, and you got me paranoid. You blaming me because you on drugs. But that's how narcissists are. They move fast, and then you don't move at their pace, and now they're angry. They blame you. They're stalking you. They're trying to find people that are connected to you to make you jealous. They're trying to find, if you got them on social media, they'll start friend requesting the people. You're not giving them that type of attention, they're going to friend request your friends, try to get with your friends, and feel like maybe this will get your attention. Because if I make myself look desirable, you're going to desire me. You know what I'm saying? Like, So you get older, you realize a lot of narcissists, they're very upfront. They're like, I'll pay your bills. You want your nails done, you want your hair done. They're trying to buy you. They're trying to buy you for an exchange, right? Or they're trying to sell you a dream right away. They're trying to move fast. They're like, hey, when can I take you out? You're like, hey, I'm tired from work. Like, okay, well, let me take you out on Friday. Friday, you don't work, right? You don't work on the weekends, right? Let me take you out on the weekend. I'm really tired from work. Like, I don't think I want to go out this weekend. Maybe the next weekend. They're mad. They get mad. And you're like, they're like, I've been talking to you on the phone. We've been texting. I've been doing all this shit for nothing. And you don't even want to go out this weekend. Oh, I guess I can talk to you and act like I like you again for another week. But promise me that next weekend we gonna get together, because I need to get close to you. I need to touch you. I need to try to kiss you. I need to attempt to hold your hand and fucking have sex with you. And I'm trying to get you back to my place. Or can I go to your place? Like, or you know what? Matter of fact, I don't even want to wait till this weekend. What are you doing right now? What time you get off work? You say you get off work at 5. Okay, can I take you out to dinner tonight when you get off work? Or can I just pass through just to say hi to you and see you, because I miss you? Like, they move so quick. It's scary. It's scary. Like, because when you learn to be alone, like, and you don't really need like the narcissist, and you heal and shit, you know what I'm saying? Like, you take your time with everything that you do in life, in choices that you make, important decisions you have to make for your life, for business, for money, for finances, for your period. You just take your time. When trouble comes your way, you might feel like, before you used to stress out and call other people and sit there on the phone and I don't know what I'm gonna do, you know what I'm saying? Once you go through what you go through with a narcissist, you know nobody really give a fuck, and you're like, I gotta figure this shit out on my own. I can't expect people to help me. Yeah, I would want someone to help me out of this fucked up situation, but I know that most people don't give a fuck. And it's not that they don't really give a fuck, it's that they're caught up in their own life and their own finances, their own problems, their own struggles. And I can't put that burden on nobody. But you'll deal with narcissists that put that burden on you, trying to fix their life, and then they'll fuck up your life when you still had a chance, and then you're on the same boat as them. But the difference between you and them is that they're going to continue to the next supply, and you're just going to be stuck there feeling like, why did I fucking help somebody that didn't even want to help themselves, right? You realize the motherfucker didn't even want to help themselves. They got this illusion going to make you jealous when they're with the new supply. But the truth of the matter is, a miserable motherfucker is going to go out trying to make other people miserable. No one that's happy is going to go and be with someone they don't really want to be with or commit to. Only a fucking pervert, sex addict, weirdo is going to do that. Someone that ain't got no boundaries, no morals. They ain't got nothing to live for. They don't believe in nothing. They weren't brought up to respect people or respect women or respect men. They just disrespectful people. But they know how to imitate being respectful people. Like, narcissist men and women, they know how to fucking behave the way you think a normal human with empathy behaves. They know how to butter you up. You know, your boss knows how to bring you donuts to work. You know, they know how to butter their employees up and act like they know everything about the business. They know the business from front to back. But under the table, they're stealing. Under the table, they're taking money out the business to start their own business. They're acting like that shit is their business. Under the table, that motherfucker is a whole con artist. And you'll look at that woman or man and be like, this look like a sweet mother or a sweet father. They seem real genuine. And the whole time they're just thinking it's a doggy dog world and I'm gonna get over on everyone. But they played this image like they were God-fearing and they were good people, and they even judged you and made it seem like you should be more like them. And they try to get you to do the right things while they're doing the wrong things under the table. And then when you call them out, they're going to deny it. They're going to say, no, I didn't. No, I didn't. That's not what happened. You don't even know what you're talking about. They're going to deny the whole thing. They're going to say they didn't even happen. They didn't even do that. They got their stories already made up. So as you get older, dating gets harder because people, you can see through their bullshit more. And you can say, oh man, I should have went in and found the person I was supposed to. I shouldn't have wasted my youth with the narcissist. You could say that, but a lot of people that do get married young end up with narcissists too. They just don't figure it out until they're like in their fucking 40s or 50s, and then they're like, oh shit, you know, who the fuck is you talking to? Fucking weird ass bitch. I ain't with the bullshit. I'm gonna cuss these crackheads out and keep it moving. The fuck? These demons, I'm telling you, the demons in people, that shit ridiculous. That shit is wild to me. It's like, it's some wild shit. But y'all, that's why when you get older dating, and you don't even gotta be that old, you know what I'm saying? Like as soon as you hit 26, 27, narcissists are gonna be more careful about how they approach you, because they know, hey, by the time you're 26, 27, you done already kind of learned a lot from narcissistic men. And they feel like, oh, you at that age where you're gonna want to have a baby, so I gotta be careful with you because I'm really trying to sell you a dream. But I also know you're still at that age where you're young, but you're at the age where you got to start getting serious with your life. And I'm not here to be serious with you. So they're usually looking for someone younger. Sometimes they're even looking for children. They're pedophiles. You know what I'm saying? They're not gonna let you know that. They'll sit there and be like, to act like they're disgusted, like, how dare you try to accuse me of being extra friendly with these little kids? You're crazy. And that's not all narcissists, but a lot of them, they perverts. They're into men on the down low. You know what I'm saying? They're into men on the down low. They're into hold on, shit. They're into men on the down low. They're into children. They're into like bestiality. And I know that for a fact because I have a friend who works at a hospital who had a narcissist man admitted because his private part got stuck in his dog and he couldn't take it off, and he had a big surprise coming for him. They called the police before they even took the shit out, because they knew if they took the shit out, he could just run off, because they know that's what a narcissist would do, commit the crime and run off. They think the narcissist has committed so many crimes, they think you're dumb, and you don't know that that's part of their MO, is to commit a crime and then take off before the police get there. So, you know, that's part of their game. That's why people tell you be careful with narcissists, because they do stuff, they pull a quick one on you and you weren't expecting it, and guess what, by the time you turn around, the motherfucker is gone. That's why a lot of people in high places, right, a lot of celebrities, people with money, people will come after them years later because they know, hey, you got money, you're still around, I know who you are, I got your information, you know what I'm saying? Certain people, certain narcissists, they give you wrong names, you don't know where they live, they do what they do and then they disappear, they change their numbers, they know they fucked you over, and they know that you don't have the finances to sue their ass, you know what I'm saying? So this is why they try to pull a quick one on you, and then if they could pull that quick one on you, they're going to exploit you for months and years, as long as you let them, and then they're going to take off and act like they didn't do nothing, move on to a new supply, a new victim, and it don't got nothing to do with that supply being better. It's just a simple fact that you can no longer be manipulated, and your time is running up, you're getting older. They know that it's affecting your growth as a person, it's affecting your mental health, it's affecting your growth as a human being, right? So if you're getting older, but you still got the mentality of that 18-year-old that they got with when they got with you, they're like, oh shit, I fucked you up. Like, you still behaving, you still throwing tantrums, and now you're getting older, you shouldn't even be acting like that no more. But they know they got you so unhinged, so they'll leave you like that. They'll take off, go with someone else, and to them it's like they already got it in their mind that you're gonna fuck up your own life, or you're gonna build bad relationships with people, or you're gonna have anger problems, or you're gonna have mistrust in people. They're gonna feel like you're gonna lose focus. You won't be able to focus in anything anymore. So they feel like, I got over on you. That's why a lot of people tell you, like, the best revenge is being successful. It's like, your best success is to go through what you went through and overlive that shit. Like life goes on. Like, be able to make a new life for yourself, even if they have you fucked up and they leave you financially fucked up. It's all about rebuilding a new life, even if it's not with a lot. It's just having a life. You know what I'm saying? They don't want you to have a life. They want you to be traumatized, right? They want to be able to think back and say, oh, I fucked up that bitch. I fucked up him. Like when they get with narcissists or Jezebel spirits after you, because a lot of times they get with people like them, what they will do is that they'll reminisce about you and the people they fucked over. Like, yeah, I might be with a Jezebel, but I'm okay with the Jezebel's nasty attitude and how she's not really a good person. I'm okay with that because I know what it's like to be with a good person, and good people get walked over. And I remember how badly I walked over that person, and that person is doing bad. So, I'm better off with the Jezebel spirit, right? It gives them confidence in their new relationship, but when you